where you followed. Good. These are the GRAYSON files. Tell no one. So, today, I want to start off by saying that today, something, something really kind of crazy. Michael Cohen, came out. I'm not sure if he did this on Twitter or, via someone else's, article, but he basically admitted that the president paid him to basically, what was it, manipulate polling data. I haven't had a chance to look at the actual article, but and not only that, but here's a little bit. Here are more little tidbits for us. I read another tweet from someone else. It wasn't really anything new, but it was just kind of stating the fact that a lot of these things that Cohen said, or a lot of the things. No, actually, this is something else. This is about Giuliani, how what he's been saying lately contradicts what the administration was saying when they were denying all the stuff about everything that's happened. I mean, what a crazy week. What a crazy week. And let me tell you something. Tomorrow is Friday. So, I mean, I don't know whether to get excited or a little bit scared. But judging by how things have been going, kind of slowly escalating day by day, we might be in for some news tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe. So, we had 2 days of confirmation hearings. Now I don't know how we've done things in the past. I'm not really too like I've always tried not to get involved in politics because that's just who I am. I don't really like politics. But it is my understanding that there are two hearings right for a pick or AG pick or whatever, and then there's a vote. But here's the thing that you remember: the way the Republicans have been behaving. They have been doing whatever they want, basically, Senate especially, and well, it's because it's only like 50 guys. And I mean, one first thing you know, there's a bill passing through the House, and then the Senate quickly rushes it over to the floor and votes on it and pass it because they have a majority. And we didn't actually see that this time around. That's the whole thing. Uh, they're not worried about the Trump Russia thing because they have the ability to take a bill straight fresh out of the House and vote on it immediately if they please. And this time around, that's not what happened. Now, we don't know if that's what was gonna happen, but we know that's what could have happened, and that's what should have happened in from their point of view. So I mean, why? And yesterday I forgot to mention that the hashtag where's Mitch was trending. Pretty sure that was from the Democrats. And like this thing was trending all day, and I don't think we still we still haven't heard from Mitch McConnell. That's kind of insane because look, Mitch McConnell isn't allowed to sit any plays out. I mean, since this thing um, was announced by Paul Ryan and McCarthy outside of the White House, he probably has been busy nonstop, just talking to everyone, whatever. And it's not like he's not doing anything. He's in the middle of everything. But shoot, oh my god, I'm trying really hard not to laugh. You have to consider the fact that he hasn't really said anything after those two tweets and the condemnation of Steve King. And one thing we've learned about Mitch McConnell is that he's not one to take the higher road or whatever, do the right thing. No, he's gonna if there's an agenda, he's gonna make sure it gets done. That's what he does. And so right now, I mean, he's not talking at all, so we have to assume that there's just no way they can do what they need to do right now. What Trump needs done. And you know, we're here at midnight Washington time on a Thursday, and the government is still shut down. It's been about what, 27 days now? I mean, one thing is, God, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, how can anyone rightfully vote for Mitch McConnell again from Kentucky? I don't know. This is kind of insane. This is kind of insane. So, there's no telling what's gonna happen with this William Barr guy. I mean, can he even get confirmed at this point? I mean, the thing is, if people, if the Republicans, I mean, why haven't the Republicans voted on the bill that passed the House already? There's already a bill drafted. I mean, technically they could right now in the Senate, every single senator, if they wanted to, every single one, go to the Senate and go to the floor and vote on the thing and open the government. But that's not happening. So I mean, if I'm a voter from a Republican state with the Republican senator, I'm gonna assume that they're not gonna vote for this AG until they vote on the government shutdown, on reopening the government. That's just the responsible thing. And, it's unacceptable to do anything else. For me, that is. If I was. I mean, Republicans claim to be the responsible ones, yet here we find ourselves. I don't know. I don't know. There's always a possibility that William Barr could just say never mind, forget this, I don't want this. Because you have to consider that the acting attorney general is facing some serious investigations as himself. And not only that, but so here's the tweet from earlier. Michael Cohen, as for also, I guess there was a Wall Street Journal article on poll rigging, and he's basically confirming it. Wow, and he's basically recognizing the fact that his blind loyalty to Donald Trump, that he regrets it and that he didn't deserve it. And tomorrow, Supreme Court will meet behind closed doors on Friday to discuss a mystery case related to Special Counsel Mueller's investigation. I mean, that's kind of insane. That basically, I mean, the thing is, right? Um, this could be the whole thing right here. I mean, in my honest opinion, you know, you basically have confirmed through the media that the investigation is real, that the FBI has confirmed that the investigation was indeed opened to figure out if Donald Trump was secretly working with the Russians. And I mean, here's the thing. I mean, they basically managed to keep that a secret, and then here we are. We're finding this out as well. So that I mean, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that the Supreme Court all of a sudden receives this mystery case involving Robert Mueller, and I mean, what could it be? It could be the end of it. It could be an extension. It could be you know, something they've found out that they need to change right away. Maybe they need to change a law or something to protect us from whatever Trump's done. Who knows? I'm wondering what in fact we can find out about what little details we can sort out about Jeff Sessions, to figure out sort of where this is going. Let's go ahead and I do believe Jeff Sessions resigned, so resignation. And look how small this section is. Turkey sanctions against Sessions? So why does Jeff Sessions have assets in Turkey? Dear Mr. President, at your request, I am submitting my resignation. So he was basically fired then. Was in fact fired. Um, okay, we're not really gonna learn any better because I mean from the start, um, Jeff Sessions was basically a brown noser, and I mean he got what he wanted, so I mean he's not gonna say anything here that will. I mean, let's face it, he quit because well, basically because there was just too much pressure. The Republicans to on this Russia thing. They could probably tell he was already involved, and you know, someone like Jeff Sessions, the best he could ever hope for was probably this, and they wanted to let him have those 2 years, but I mean, he was involved. It's better to have him quit. Or actually, no, that's not what happened. Yeah, it was pressure from that, from the Republicans basically saying, look, we know you, and you better not mess this up. And Trump sort of saying, probably, you know, maybe Trump was going to make him fire Mueller. Who knows? So, I mean, um, this man has no connections to William Barr, none whatsoever. All right, let's go ahead and open another thing. You know, what we could do actually, um, okay, that's what we're gonna do. This will make things more spicy. Um, okay, let's say midterms, last day of November. Wait, were the midterms? Yeah, they were. Okay, and let's go back to go to November 1. The 1st of November before the elections. Oh, here we're finding all of yeah. See oh wow. Our former attorneys general salute Jeff Sessions. Huh. Um well the first thing that jumps off the page, um this I mean, I don't know. Just who cares what William Barr has to say if there's not much on him? I mean, he basically just out of nowhere says like this crazy thing. It's just really weird. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at it. And you know, oh my god, on here. Okay, can I? I mean, it's kind of cheating, but oh man, so okay, man, no, you can't really argue with supporting press. Um, by William Barr, the Washington Post. And look, if he wrote this, by William Barr, okay, this is the same exact article. Look, this, okay, let's do this. November 2nd. Okay, oh no, actually, um, November 2nd, 16? Comey did the right thing. Oh, this is Comey did the right thing. Okay. Oh, this is something else. I thought it said Trump did the right thing on Comey. Okay, so Comey did the right thing. I think that last week Comey had no choice but to issue the statement he did. Indeed, it would have violated policy had he not done so. Well, I mean, judging by the very first line, well, I mean, actually, I don't know. I mean, here he's support. Okay, so what we have to do is make a mental note of this. He supported Comey for doing the right thing. Okay, and this was before the election. So, I mean, here we have a great example of an acceptable thing to say. Um, the FBI director makes a somewhat controversial decision, and an AG, and this is before the election, and the AG comes out and sort of supports him. Now, this is still incredibly biased, and I'm only saying that because of what he said afterwards. Oops. Couldn't press the mute button in time. Oh, I have messed this show up. Apologies. Tonight's episode has hit a bit of a snag. So okay, Trump made the right call on Comey. This week. Man, I am kind of disappointing actually. Wonder if that'll do it. Huh. All right. Our former attorneys general salute Jeff Sessions. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So this would be the very first mention of William Barr after the fact. So when Jeff Sessions resigned, this was the first thing Barr said. Now, Jeff Sessions didn't resign. He didn't, as we have found out tonight. He didn't resign. He was fired. We call it resignations because that's what we do, but he was fired. And I mean, what exactly is the purpose of this article? Is it to show solidarity with the Republican Party? Is it to support his policies or whatever, his methods? I mean, here they're saying that he has been an outstanding attorney general. Now, okay. So here they're citing actually something that Sessions did that that they particularly supported. Jeff Sessions took office after the previous administration's policies had undermined police morale. The spreading Ferguson effect, causing officers to shy away from proactive policing out of fear of prosecution. Wow. And I mean, basically, that means that you have to have a certain amount of policing for there to be less violence, is what they're saying. Because proactive policing, look, proactive policing is shouldn't be a thing. Policing, there's the law, and police have to follow the law as well, and there's no, can't follow the law better. You have to just follow the law. And so they're saying that from 92 to 2014, because of proactive policing, the crime rate was kind of low. And that it went up 7% because people were against all of a sudden proactive, because police officers shied away from proactive policing. Basically, I mean, and you can just go ahead and translate this for anyone. because cops were all of a sudden scared of searching or taking down some criminal on the street without suspicion or just a suspicion. Is basically what that means. Opioid abuse skyrocketed. So I mean, they're basically blaming Obama for, or the Democrats for, they're basically saying this is such nonsense. They're basically saying that since 2014, which is what, 5 years ago, in 5 years, uh, there was this huge, crazy opioid epidemic all of a sudden, and they're basically blaming the Democrats for it. Um, I mean, this is just this isn't really meant to say anything. This is basically like PR. Sessions made sure that didn't happen. Charging practice. Here, the Justice Department several long-standing law enforcement records. I mean, law enforcement records. That again, that's similar to the thing we talked earlier. There's no, can't follow the law better. You just follow the law. The law is the law. It's black and white, cut and dry. You shouldn't be proud of breaking long-standing law enforcement records. What kind of thing is that? This is purely propaganda. And notice here that William P. Barr is mentioned first. I mean, look, Michael Casey, he's not gonna run for attorney general, or he's not gonna try to seek attorney general again, because he was just attorney general recently. And the other guy is too old. William Barr is perfect because he has the perfect chance to get confirmed, because um because he enough time has passed since the last time he was attorney general, so people don't remember if he was good or not. People don't know what to make of him, I guess. Sessions set 4 goals for his tenure: to reduce the rates of murder, violent crime generally, opioid prescription fraud, and drug overdose deaths. Now, here's the thing. Maybe I'll buy this one, opioid prescription fraud. maybe he did crack down on that, and good for him. I mean, that just means more people used illegal drugs, and you know, he lowered drug overdose deaths. I don't think so. In 2 years, he did that. I mean, you can't. I'm sure there was. I'm sure the number was less. Could have been because of programs set forth by Obama actually took effect. Because I mean, no one's gonna stop using drugs because Jeff Sessions gave a stern talk. Nobody gives a damn what Jeff Sessions has to say on drugs. Reduce the rate of murder. Here's the thing: violent crime generates. See, now that's where I'll be S, because I mean, we have to consider the yes, there were a lot of violent shootings during mass shootings during the Obama years. But there's also been a lot of mass shootings during Trump's first term, and it's barely halfway over. So this was November 7, 2018. Huh. No, this is another William Barr, right? Okay. Thought so. And here's actually where we'll be able to gauge
While turning to the growing outrage over the
how exactly if William Barr should even have wanted the job. Okay, let's go ahead and acting attorney. Picker. President Trump's Attorney General, Rudy Giuliani. Now keep in mind, if Trump was actually in hot water and like he's done, he needs to call it in. Rudy Giuliani is probably the person that would get the thing done. That's how we know Chris Christie. Now, Chris Christie is probably not going to take the job because he he's probably going to try to run for president again. And that's just because that's who Chris Christie is. He doesn't care. And I mean, you got to think of it this way. Imagine you're like at this like party of the decade, and this hot, beautiful redhead like dances with like every guy in the room, and there's only like 10 guys, and she dances with everyone, and then she leaves with like some random guy. Like the next time there's a party, like they're all gonna want to dance with that redhead again. Like because everyone's gonna like, if she just left with some guy because for no particular reason, like they're all gonna assume they can dance with her again, and that's what they're gonna do. They're all gonna go to that party, try and dance with the redhead, and Chris Christie is no exception. So, see now, if Trump was actually serious about anything, if he was like even remotely trying to actually like, if he was actually trying to be president, he probably would have nominated Lindsey Graham. And honestly, Lindsey Graham has a better chance of getting Democratic votes than any other person in the Senate. And it's just like, it's like too late. Like, Lindsey Graham just became head of the Judiciary Committee. Like, he's not going anywhere. That's like keeping that job that had and not going for the crazy job in the big city. Pam Bondi, if she had been nominated, maybe that was the plan. Nominate her. And not really see John Ratcliffe. Okay, here's William Barr. The president's aides have floated the idea of the former attorney general retaking his position in the Justice Department. The president's aide have floated the idea of the former attorney general retaking his post in the Justice Department. Sources told ABC News this week. Now, here's the thing. We now know that Trump never did get the best people. He basically went down to some conference in Vegas one weekend and got a bunch of CEOs to run the government. And his aides are just, a bunch of so-and-sos. They could be anyone. There's no one special, particular. There's no one that actually knows what they're doing, really. Why would how is it that the president's aides floated the idea of a somewhat obscure attorney general, because he never really did anything special? I mean, how do they know his name is my point. Did he have like some law firm, or the law firm that he was working at, maybe they worked special cases and they would know about him? While William Barr has written frequently about those involved in the investigation, While William Barr has written frequently about those involved in the investigation, he has remained neutral on the legitimacy of Mueller's probe. Barr did at one point take issue with the political affiliations of those on Mueller's team. Telling the Washington Post in July of 2017 that prosecutors who make political contributions are identifying fairly strongly the political party. When was this? July 5, 2017. July 5, 2017. Oh, okay. Okay, so here we have William Barr's webpage with his law firm. At the end of 2008, he retired from Verizon Communications after serving as general counsel and executive vice president of that company since its formation in 2000. So William Barr, after his tenure as Attorney General, became a corporate lawyer.